Hello everyone, this Soggy Bottom here. This time I'm going to show actually my portrait. No one wants to see my ugly mug, but hey, what the hell. This time I'm going to be talking about my Conan the Barbarian's collection. And the very first thing I want to show, if you're a big Conan fan, this is a recommend read right here. Now this right here is basically done by a company called DK. They do all kinds of like sort of biographies or histories on comic book characters. Now this one is designed specifically for Conan the Barbarian. From here, it'll tell you everything about the history of our favorite barbarian from Hyboria and he's a Sumerian. It'll tell you everything about his friends, foes, lovers. Basically throughout the history of Conan. And to basically get more detail about Conan, this is a very good book right here to read. The next one I have is my Treasury edition of Conan the Barbarian. Now, Conan, what I love about these Treasury editions is that they're basically like early copies. Sorry about the glare. Early copies of like artist editions of Conan the Barbarian. Conan only appeared in 4 of these books right here. This one was done by Barry Windsor Smith. Like I said, he's the very first person who actually drew the Conan in the comic book series. The second one I have is that was issue 4. Now this one is issue 15. This one is done by John Buscema. Now this is the guy right here who actually really got me into Conan. It was his style that was basically let me just get rid of this glare. This is basically, this is my own personal opinion, Conan at his best. When he was looking like that, when John Buscema did him. And John Buscema, he did a lot of Conan. Him and Ernie Chan, they did a lot of Conan series or books. This right here, let's see, this one is issue 19 of the 4 books that were in Treasury edition. And then I have finally the last one I have is issue number 23. Like I said, John Buscema and Ernie Chan, to me, that's my own personal opinion, were some of the best people who did Conan the Barbarian. I mean, in the back they also show you some good designs in that too. But man, they really knocked this character out of the park. I'll show you my other Conans, but for now I just wanted to show that right now, and I'll be right back with the others. Okay, I'm back. Now the next thing I want to show you is my Conan the Barbarian cards. See that? These were a limited run also too. The sad thing about this, these cards are based off the Conan Savage Sword collection. Unfortunately, he only did 50 of these. I don't know why they only did 50. I wish they had did the entire run of these, which was basically like 200 plus books, but for some odd reason they only did 50 of these cards, and they're basically just random ones. Issue 1 isn't even in this collection, which is kind of weird considering that, you know, I figured if you're gonna be doing Savage Conan, that you're gonna show issue 1 also too. But like I said, it made me sad because I wanted to hold all of them, but they only did 50, which was, you know, I thought was a big mistake for Conan fans, enthusiasts such as myself would have loved and would be willing to pay for the entire set of these cards. They're just beautiful illustrations, many versions of the magazine itself. In the back they all had like this picture design. I don't know if it formed a picture because I didn't try it, because these things aren't in alphabetical order when it comes to number wise. So, but like I said, this is the last one. This is the 50 of card 50 of 50, and all that all is just a checklist of what all books were in that collection. These are just Bernie Wrightson ones because I got Bernie Wrightson's. I collect cards too. Mostly if I was enthused by the artist or the character, I would collect cards also too. Now those, like I said, that's only a 50 book run or 50 card run. And then I also have, I showed this before in my, once again, apologize for the glare. This is my Savage Tale issue 1. It's also the first appearance of Man Thing, which makes this a double whammy. no, Savage Tale was only a limited run, but like I said, these are books I really liked when I was a kid. I would collect them. Really good read. I liked them probably because they were like in your big artist edition format. This is issue 3. You see that? What I liked about all these, the Savage Tales and the Savage Sword Conans, these books were all like painted. You know, now this one is a more of one of the popular ones. I think this is done by Neil Adams, which he did a really good job. He didn't do too many Conan. I mean, he might have did one book, but he didn't do a lot of Conans. Mostly on that series was Barry Windsor and also John Buscema, and this is the more of the popular one that people love. And Ernie Chan. That one was issue number 5. Now the rest of them of the Savage Tales was just Khazar, whatever you want to call them. Basically, these books ran for basically just talking about your barbarian characters. Khazar, Conan, then you have, Tarzan and all those characters I hear. But the series finished off with the last couple series was based off that story. I think they were just basically doing this as a test and see if there's good demand for these books, so they'll start producing more. But like I said, this is my Savage Tale. I think Savage Tale only had a limited run of just 12 books, but still, it's like, what's great about these books, like that they're like large formats of comic books. You could just really sit back and enjoy these books. Really, really, really good. And then like I said, just look at these covers, man. They don't do this too much anymore. It's just like these are painted covers. So these books basically, some of these books didn't come out as monthly, but for once it did now. But still, the painted covers are just incredible. This one's got a chair up on the top. But just like I said, these are my read books. I don't care. I love the books. That's all that really matters for me. And then, of course, one of the best of the series is just like let's put this down here for a second.